What's up, you guys? This is Devin from Project Sax, and we're back again with another CD review. We don't do these much at Project Sax, but I'm trying to get back into it. But for those of you who don't know, Boney James is one of my favorite saxophone players, saxophone artists for that matter. I've met him maybe once or twice at a concert or two. Two concerts, and at both concerts I purchased what would be 2 Billboard #1s, and yeah, it was been fun. One time I saw him at the Coca Amphitheater, and one time I saw him here in my town at the theater. So yeah, Boney James is a wonderful artist, but today we're going to be here talking about his upcoming CD coming up on April 9th, called The Beat. And it's already I guess foreshadowed to be a #1 Billboard or #3 Billboard. People have been talking about it. It's been all over Facebook. He's been promoting his artwork of his album, which is pretty neat. You can see Boney James there on the cover with his saxophone, tenor saxophone, which I believe to be a Selmer Mark 6 or Mark 7, I'm not sure, tenor saxophone that he usually plays. Now I do know that the last time I talked to him, we were at the concert here in my town, and I didn't really want to. I was standing in line, and I had the money for the CD, but I just one of the craziest days. I normally have my camera all the time, but I did not have my camera, and one of the reasons being is because in the theater here in my hometown, you're not allowed to bring cameras in there, so I didn't bother to bring it. So when Boney James was doing the little CD signing at the end, I wasn't able to get the picture that I wanted, and my dad was like, the cell phone picture just won't do. But yeah, when I talked to Boney James, I didn't want to be just another fan that came up to him and gave him a handshake, take a picture, blah blah blah. He keeps going on to the next one. So I wanted to say something that really kind of spiked his interest, and I had said, how you doing, Boney James? Said, how you doing? He's a cool guy. He's an R&B jazz artist, so stress-free type of guy. You walk up to him and he's like, hey man, how you doing? So and the first thing I say is, how's that beach the Mouthpiece? and he looked at me for a second. He said, oh, the Mouthpiece, and I said, yeah. And I did a little research, and I found out you play it on a beach the Mouthpiece, I believe. And he said, yeah, it's a wonderful mouthpiece, man. I advise you to go get it, if you could. And I said, yeah, that's cool, man. Well, that's a nice show, and gave him props on his show and told him it sounded good, wonderful. And Boney James sounds a lot better in live performance, or just as good in live performance as he does in studio, which is a good thing to say about an artist. That's good to have as an artist, to be just as good live as you are in the studio. But we're here to talk about his new CD, The Beat, and I can't really speculate a lot on the CD because of course it hasn't came out yet. But I do know that he has 2 tracks that you can listen to on his album, and I think almost in their entirety, kind of to promote the album along with his website. And I listened to what was it called, Sunset Boulevard, and I don't really know the name of the other one. I know a vocalist is singing in the background. I'm not sure what it's called. If I look, I can't really. If you look on the website, the actual words of the playlist is way too fast for me to really, look into it. And then, you can go to different websites and actually look up, the mini files. But I'm going to leave it at the 2 tracks that I listened to, and I'm going to review it from there, because it's kind of spoiling the CD in my opinion if I listen to all the 30-second tracks that might be on Amazon, which are not on Amazon as of yet. They're not available, but I kind of like to do that sometimes. But yeah, it's really good. What this CD really reminds me of, if any of you guys listen to an old school group called Spiral Gyra. They're an old school group from the 70s all the way to 2000. You know, old school group that had a saxophone player named Jay Beckenstein. Oh yeah, Jay Beckenstein. I think that this album is starting off, from what I've heard already, to sound like a Spiral Gyra album, and it has that. And what gives that away is the bass line. I think the bass line in Boney James's music in this CD kind of gives that feel that, hey, it's kind of, you know, almost like a fusion type thing going on in the bass line, along when it accompanies the rest of the music. This is just how I get the feel, the way the chords are going, the progression of the chords and the bass line. It really gives that feel in that song. Was it Sunset Boulevard that I heard the sample of? Yeah, so it gives that Spiral Gyra feel. And then I did hear another song that had a vocalist in the background, which was really good. I like the vocals on there. I think her name or his name, I don't know, is Flo something, Floistics or something like that. I don't know. It's some weird slashy name. It's not like a real name, but it's like a show name, like the name Boney. It's like a show name. It has all the bells and whistles in it. But yeah, I believe that this album is going to be good. If any of you guys have ever heard Boney James, or if any of you guys want to get into Boney James, I would advise you to listen to one of his more recent albums. I mean, not to say that his old albums weren't good, because they are also #1 billboards. If you go to his website, you can tell it's like 7 out of 10 of his CDs are #1, and the rest of them were still on top 10 Billboard charts. So it's, you know, they're rated highly esteemed. Is Boney James, and I really want to go see him in concert again now since I'm talking about him. But let me stop rambling to you guys. But I'll have an artist spotlight, you know, review on him later, along with Dave Koz and a couple other smooth jazz artists. Just to give you guys a contemporary feel on this jazz thing. So this is Devin wishing you guys good sound. Go pick up Boney James's new CD, The Beat. It premieres in stores, or will be on shelves in stores, April the 9th, 2013. That'll give you about a week and a half. Tomorrow is April 1st, from what I can see on my calendar. So yeah, go get that. You better have about a week and a half to get that. What's that, on Wednesday? Next Wednesday, so, or next Thursday, I don't know. Let me look at my calendar just to let you guys know. It is next Thursday, excuse me. Next Thursday, April 9th. And yeah. So guys, alright, this is Devin again. I want to tell you again, I'm wishing you good sound, and stay tuned for more Project Sax. And I'm out.